It's not about you. That is the harsh truth that I've learned throughout my life. The truth that will give you a meaningful social life once you actually understand it. So my university is quite small. I know many of the people I walk past in the gym, in the classes, in the lounges. I smile to them, they smile back at me, and I have a lot of these so-called friends, even though we're not that close. I literally have girls confessing to me who I don't even know. I was audience favorite in a talent show, so like most of the people in the audience, they voted for me. It's not that much, but I feel like I have my social life settled. And one day I made a small mistake in the grand scheme of things, and this mistake caused my close friends, all of them, to hate me. This is my gang, right? A big gang full of people that hang out every day. We eat together, we play after school. And it surprised me how easily they just left me like that. They just cut me off willingly. Is it because of me as a person and not the actions and the mistakes that I made? It must be something wrong with me. Right now I'm starting fresh. I'm starting to make new friends, make new bonds, and try to repair my old ones. And I'll tell you all of my mistakes, every single one of them, and I'll tell you about my stories so that you can learn from them. And the best thing is this: you can use your mental strength, you can put in effort, you can just use something like discipline in your mind to improve your social life. It's possible for you to change it. So to truly have a meaningful social life, what even is being social? It's not about being funny, it's not about being the coolest guy in the room. It's not about just showing your best side to everyone, doing all the things that will please everyone. And it's not even just being about not awkward. You can be perfect. And you have all of these attractive, charismatic traits that give people the aura that you're a cool person, and people can still hate you. But on the flip side, you can be imperfect and you can have all these bad negative traits about you, and people still love you for who you are if you just do one thing right. So to summarize the whole video, it's not about you. Don't be selfish. See the whole picture, and so it's about the relationship you have with them. So I'll be talking about 4 main principles, and the first one is everyone wants to feel important. Who is the first person you look at in a group photo? There's so many people in this group, and who do you search for first? Yourself, your face. You're trying to see if you look good in this crowd. You're trying to see if you're doing anything weird. And so everyone actually wants to feel important. Even the people that are low-key, even the people that are humble, quiet, they want to feel important because they are important in the world. Let me tell you a story about an old lady. She has an old house with a high value. This house has been built for a long time, and there's antique furnitures and cars. And the problem is she lives alone. All her relatives have left her and they don't even care about her to visit. And suddenly one guy visited her. This guy had no connection with her. He's not her relative, but he complimented the house. He gave her just a little bit of company and attention. He was there by her side for just a short while, and she gave the car to him. She gave this car that's worth so much. Even though the car meant a lot, she gave it to him, not the relatives who are just waiting for her to die to get the car. Do you understand how powerful that feeling of importance that this random stranger gave that old lady? Just because of this feeling of importance, the old lady felt so much appreciation and joy that gave him the car. The feeling of importance does not have to be dramatic. It does not have to be loud and attention-seeking to everyone. You can give people that sense of importance by just giving a little bit of respect, care, attention. Give them attention and just recognize their presence in this world. Even something as simple as being recognized, not being seen as invisible, will make people feel very good. So here are some actionable steps. Here are some steps that you can take. It's not about you, so you can see yourself as important, that's true, but at the same time, see other people as important. Get everyone involved in the group. Pay attention to every side. Make sure no one is left out when you're making decisions, for example. Make sure everyone's benefits are in mind. Make decisions for the bigger picture so that you won't just, it's not just for you to be seen as a caring person, but you will actually make them important. Principle 2. Become genuinely interested in your friends. Who do you feel more connected to? The professor who knows everything about the subject and teaches things in a robotic way, or that young teacher who's similar to you in your age gap, and he understands your pains and thoughts, so he explains things in a way that you will understand. You would feel more connected to that young teacher because he's similar to you, he understands you. And so you feel more connected to people who understand you. And how to become that someone who understands people. Become genuinely interested in them. A dog does this perfectly. He does not want anything from you, he just wants to love you unconditionally, and by loving you, you would love it back willingly. And it's easier to make friends by being interested in them rather than trying to get them to be interested in you. This is very, very important. A dog doesn't want you to think it's so athletic, it doesn't want you to think it's so cute and energetic, but you automatically think that way because when it sees you, it just comes up, wagging its tail, smiling so happily, genuinely enjoying you, enjoying your company, enjoying that you are here. I have a friend like that and I love him so deeply just because he's genuinely interested in me. So I will repeat this again. It's easier to make friends by being interested in them rather than trying to get them to be interested in you. No matter how interesting you are, no matter how cool you are, no matter how many cool skills that you have. So how would you feel if you have a hobby and your friend is actually supportive of you, actually trying to get you to encourage you to do that hobby, actually interested and think it's fucking cool that you're playing piano, for example? When you have that friend, you love him so much. So why don't you just be that friend to other people? Just be that friend and you will be welcome anywhere. So here are some steps that you can actually take by putting in effort. Be a good listener. Don't think about just what to say when someone says something to you. Don't keep thinking about what to answer them to make yourself look cool. Actually try to understand their point of view. Understand what they are actually saying, what they are feeling by their words. Encourage people to talk about themselves more. Ask questions that genuinely make them interested. And talk in terms of their interests. When you put in the effort to do these things, when you use your mental strength to push yourself to be this kind of person, because sometimes you won't automatically do it, but when you actually manually do it with intention, be manually genuinely interested in other people, which is a weird thing because you have to force yourself to be social, but it works. And when you actually do all of these, be genuinely interested in friends type shit, then they will love you back. So principle 2, be genuinely interested in people. Principle 3, give honest and sincere appreciation. Everyone is imperfect. No one is best at something, but everyone can be better than you at something. So you should look at people's good points more than their bad points. I've just listed a name list of all of my friends, and there's at least one thing that I can find at them that they are better than me at. Every single one of them, they have something that's good, that's worth appreciating. They might be caring, they might be fearless and brave, they might be honest, they might be chill and humble, and some of them are mature, some of them are rational, some of them just have that cool aura of them. And this difference in every single person is what makes social connections meaningful, because you can learn from many people. You can enjoy their uniqueness and makes your life more fun and vibrant in a way. And just appreciate this. Don't think about yourself too much and appreciate other people for their good points. There are 2 steps in this to use this principle. The first step is to actually, inside of you, find something that you can appreciate in other people. And the keyword is sincerely. Actually be amazed at their good traits, their good personality. If you are able to do this signifies security in your own self. When you honestly identify that they are better than you at this part, which you might not be good at, then you won't be too focused on yourself, and you will just appreciate others. This creates like a cycle of positive energy and honesty, and it just creates a good environment in general. And step 2 is to let them know. Show it in your actions. Easiest way to do this: compliment and praise them. Not only will they feel good from your compliments, not only will they know that someone is appreciating of it, but they will actually be more likely to do what you praise. And this is a healthy way to improve others. When you see a child and he does not know much, but then when you see him doing something that is actually good, when he gets good grades by studying hard, working hard, and you compliment him, wow, you're such a hard worker, those good grades are good. What will he do the next time when there's a test? He would study harder. He would study hard just to get your compliment. I mean, not to get a compliment, but because he knows that is a good thing, that's why he will try to study hard. That's how children grow. That's how they build their beliefs on themselves. So if you give attention to something good, they will grow it. And so just don't be selfish with your compliments and praise. Just give it to everyone when you actually sincerely find something that you appreciate, and they will do it more and more. The world will become just a better place in general. You will feel this connection with them. And also you can, besides complimenting, you can also thank them, because when you help someone else, what will you feel if they just disrespect you, they just ignore it, they take it for granted? You won't like it, and you wouldn't help them the next time. So just treat others the way you will be treated, and just thank everyone. when there's something you appreciate in them. Imagine you are a father working so hard for your children. You work for years and years and you study so hard to get the job that you want to provide for them. Once they were born, you give them the shelter, food, you give them a good environment to grow in, and your son just disrespects you. How would you feel? These stuff are kind of simple. These are basic morals, values. It's kind of simple once I just said it, but most people, most of them, they never even do these things. When just doing it simply, easily can change your relationships significantly in a big way. Just doing it so easily. It's not that hard to say thank you and compliment them, but most people don't even do it. If you find yourself reluctant to do it, if you find it awkward to give positive energy to people, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is there to be afraid of? To compliment something that you like about your friend. It's kind of fucked up that you feel awkward to do something that you should do. Change your mindset and identity completely on this. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Principle number 4. Do not criticize or complain. So just now I've talked about the positive side to this, but now I'll talk about the negative side to social interactions. There will be disagreements in social situations. It's just a normal thing and it's not bad because disagreements open your eyes to new ideas. But you can't win anyone to your side by criticizing or complaining about them, because when you do that, it just hurts their pride, it hurts themselves, and they will stand more firmly in their own beliefs and their identity. When you call people a bad person, they'll be like, so instead of criticizing people for what you don't like about them, try to be on their side. Try to make it not a two-side thing, not a war. Try to understand them and try to help them whenever they have any problems. The thing is this: negative energy is everywhere in the world. You can't ignore it. You can't run away from it. And the only thing you can do is change how you face it, which you have the ability on. You have that ability in here to change your mindset towards negativity. So when the world is hitting you with negativity in every moment, there's two things you can do. You can either spread it back into the world by spreading it to other people around you, which will have no benefits for you or the world, or you can use that negative energy to your advantage. What does that mean? People can hate on you. People can say shit about you. They can say all the bad things about you behind your back too. And when you hate them back for that, what do you get? Nothing. You might get a bit of feeling good from just getting revenge, saying shit about them to other people. But it's just a cycle. It's just war between two sides. A cycle of revenge and hate. You fight with them, they fight with you back, and no one gets anything out of it in general. Don't do that. Instead, use what they hate about you to motivate yourself to change, to use that energy and use it for the better. So it all comes back to the same thing. It's not about you. It's not about how you feel. Even if you feel bad, you cannot hurt other people. You should use that energy to change yourself so that other people can feel better next time. Let me tell you about my story. There was this girl that I was chasing, and I felt like she enjoyed my attention and not me. And the thing is, my close friends gave her that attention. I decided to stop chasing her and I started chasing her friend, which is my mistake, which is something that I was stupid at. And I got hated for that. So much hate. There was so much pain on my side. And I'm not just saying this to make you get pity from other people, because it's been a month. I've healed from it. I could have released all of that anger on them by even fighting with them, by criticizing them back. Like, what the fuck kind of friends you are, leaving me so easily for some girls, for some things that the girls said about me. And I could have done that, but what I did was just stop chasing her. I did not criticize my friends. I did not complain anything about the incident. I started to get those people that were hating me back on my side. One by one, they started to understand me more and respect me. Maybe not my mistakes, but they would still understand me as a person. Just because I did not put that negativity back to them, and I changed myself. I put in the effort to change myself. You will have situations in your social life where you don't stand on the same side as everyone, and those incidents might not be as dramatic as this, but sometimes you have to agree to disagree with them. Agree that they are different than you, they have different thoughts and they have different desires, and that's cool. Just respect their opinions and never criticize anyone for anything, because you won't get anything from it. It takes a bit of willpower and mental strength to do that, to restrain yourself, but never criticize people, never spread negativity back into the world. And so those are the four most important principles. First one, everyone wants to feel important. Second, become genuinely interested in your friends. Third, Give honest and sincere appreciation. And fourth, do not criticize or complain. And four of these principles, they all can be summarized with this. It's not about you. Because the world is truly not about you. You may be a big important person in your life, but in social relationships, in the connections with other people, it's more than just one side, more than just about you. And the best thing is this: no matter what kind of person you are, no matter what personality you have, no matter what you do, what negative traits you have, once you understand this one thing and you apply the steps in this video, improve it like a skill that you're intentionally focusing on, like using your mental strength to train your body in the gym. Improve it like that by putting in effort manually. Then it's possible to change. Your social life will become much more fulfilled, much more satisfying for your life. To you, joining us on this journey of self improvement, our future is bright.